Hi YouTube, I'm back and I just wanted to share a really exciting purchase I made off of Facebook. It's a Louis Vuitton vintage item that I purchased kind of on a whim, kind of not, and basically I'll go ahead and share it with you and then you can log off if you want. I'll continue talking and giving you a little bit of back history and that kind of thing on the piece after I share it with you. That way, if the video is too long, you can opt out. The other thing I wanted to say is that in no way, shape, or form am I trying to show off or anything like that. It's just a really neat item that I have never seen before. I follow Louis Vuitton items fairly closely, and when I saw this item, I just had to have it. So without further ado, let me get the item here. Okay, here's the item. It's in the dust bag, and basically it is a jewelry case, a very old vintage jewelry case. And here it is from the side, here it is from the top, and it has a little lock and a key. It's the original lock and key. And basically, let's see here, undone the lock. Okay, so there's a little D-ring here, and it does move from side to side. And this snap closure has a slot where that D-ring goes in, like that, and then you attach the lock here. And the snap works really well. Here you go. Here's the other side. And then when you lift it, it's hinged here. You don't see any hinge. Let me see. It does feel like there's a little bit of like a metal rod in there. And there's some stitching here and on the side here. Okay, so here's the inside of it. All right, here's the inside. Yay. And okay, so these marks, they actually look worse on the video, but they're basically just a little indentation. It's not dirt and it's not a stain. I don't know if you can, it makes it look worse than it is actually. It's just an impression, if you will. And then here's the inside. Okay, so there are three these are actual suede, which nowadays I think Louis Vuitton is using more ultra suede, but it's very nice and plush and thick. You see the stitching, it's like with a zigzag thing, and I guess it's 2 layers or 1 layer. It looks like actually one thick layer of suede right there. And so what you could do, you could lay your pearls or something in here, or a pin, and then put this on top, and then put another necklace or pin on top there. And you have 6 ring slots, and then you could do a bracelet here, or you could do additional necklaces here, and then cover it up. And I love how all the pieces were original and are available for this piece. So it's not missing like one of these things. That kind of thing can drive me crazy. If something is incomplete and it's missing a piece, it really upsets me. So I was excited to have the original lock and everything else in here. The measurements, I've got my super handy dandy heavy duty Stanley 25-foot long lever lock tape measure, and I actually have no idea why there's duct tape on here. I'd love to know what the reason is behind that, but anyway, great. So the measurements are, it's about right about 9 inches in length and 7 inches, and it's as far as the depth goes, looks like 1 3/4, or is it 1.5? It's 1.5. It's 1.5 inches. So this is the lock it came with, and it says made in France. Now I happened to have a replacement lock that a really kind sales associate had given me. That's at Louis Vuitton in Tyson's Corner. And so she had given me a brand new lock because I had lost my key to a lock that I had. And so I have never used this key or the lock, and this one actually has 2 keys. So I think what I'm going to do is first I'm going to try to shine this up a little bit and see how it looks. And then I'm going to, if it doesn't look good, I'll go ahead and put this and keep it in the jewelry box and then use this guy instead. And I'll just go ahead and show you how this one will look on there. Alrighty. I'm really excited about this piece. Alright, so there you go. So this is what it would look like with the newer lock, which I think will look really nice. So that's that. And okay, so this is the part that, you know, I wanted to share one other nail polish with you guys, and then I wanted to talk to you about how you can be safe making transactions on PayPal, and also the private groups on Facebook for buying and selling Louis Vuitton. So these are the polishes that I love right now. This is the polish I'm using. It's called Opi Infinite Shine 2, and the color is Staying Natural. I love this color. It's fabulous. It's kind of a, I don't know what it's called, like a kind of an elephant color. Anyway, and then I use this Essie top coat, and this is my favorite top. Well, actually, this is the base coat. This is the top coat. It's a Séché Vitae, and I get this from Sally's Beauty Supply. And I swear by it. It's much thicker than the other top coats, but it dries really fast, so I like it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to try to talk fast because I noticed in my videos I'm talking really slow, and it must seem painful to people, but making videos is really much harder than I thought it was going to be. So a couple things I wanted to talk about. One is about buying or selling anything and using PayPal to do so. PayPal will stand behind any kind of, if you're being scammed by someone, if you have been sent an invoice, it basically gives PayPal the opportunity to collect 3% of the invoiced amount. So let's say you're buying a bag from someone, and that gal's name is Teresa. Teresa could send you an invoice, and you pay the invoice. So if she invoices you for $500, then you pay Teresa $500, and PayPal is going to charge Teresa, the seller, 3%. So that will amount to $15, I think, right? Anyway, yeah, $15. So for her, basically to sell something is going to cost her some money. But what that does is it protects her and you in case something goes wrong in the transaction. Let's say you're selling something, and or you bought something and you were invoiced, and then when you got the bag or the box and you open the box and it's empty, or you open the box and it's a fake Louis Vuitton, it's not real, or even 30 days after, you're out shopping and someone says, oh no, that's not a real Louis Vuitton, or it's not, or you find out that it has a repair that wasn't disclosed. You can contest it with PayPal. PayPal will stand behind you. So one thing to be aware is that a lot of sellers out there don't want to send an invoice, and they will try to talk you out of sending an invoice. It's up to you to stand firm and say, no, you want an invoice, because you won't be protected. You will not be protected if you don't request an invoice. The other way to send money with PayPal is to do something called FF, which a lot of people use as a shortening of friends and family. And everyone can send money to, I think it's maybe under 20 transactions a week. You can send your sister, your brother, a neighbor, a stranger, whoever, I think up to 20 transactions. I'm sorry, did I say a week? I meant a month. Free of charge within PayPal. So PayPal isn't making any money. It's basically letting you use their financial platform without any fees. But where it leaves you full of risk is that you're not invoicing and you're not being invoiced. You're just sending that lady, Teresa, the $500. So let's say you mail her $500 for this supposed bag, authentic Louis Vuitton, and you get a box that has just a $10 bag from the Goodwill in it. And you will not have a leg to stand on if you're not invoiced. Anyway, that's enough about that. Just wanted to put that out there. And always, of course, get a bag authenticated. Unless you feel like you are willing to take the risk on it. For instance, on this piece, I felt like it was legit. I looked at all the pictures. The gal sent me all the information I requested. And quite frankly, the minute I said, I'll take it, there were 2 other people within 3 minutes that wanted the same item. So sometimes you just kind of have to go for it. Now, she did invoice me. I felt protected because she did invoice me. And this item came all the way from Australia, which is really cool. So the other thing I wanted to touch on very quickly is all the private groups that have formed on Facebook. I know people know about eBay, they know about Tradesy, and they know about Mallory's and some of the other platforms to buy and sell bags on. And of course, privately, sometimes they're doing it through Instagram and other opportunities. However, there are lots of great private groups on Facebook, which basically a private group is invisible. And I'm sure many of you are in some or know some. I'm a member of, 20, 25 private Facebook groups. Some are for sharing recipes. I love to cook, so I'm part of a pressure cooker group. And then I have about 10 or 15 Facebook groups for designer handbags, Louis Vuitton, I'm in 3 Louis Vuitton agenda groups, and there's a Louis Vuitton refurbishing group where people ask questions about repairs, what can be repaired, what can't be repaired, how much things cost, the best leather conditioning, lotions and creams and things like that. And then there's other Louis Vuitton groups. Like one really big one is called Louis Vuitton Addicted. And that one, believe it or not, it has like 17,000 members in it, which to me, that's absolutely huge. So these are, I'm not affiliated in any way, shape, or form on these groups. I don't know anyone. I don't know the administrators of them or anything. There are no fees. You find the groups. I can put a few of them down below, and you can join at your own risk. For me, I kind of enjoy drinking my cup of coffee in the morning and just scanning through those along with some Instagram. And so anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. If you like my videos, please share them, and please subscribe and give me some feedback. And if you have any questions, you can ask them down below. I do have an Instagram name. It's the same exact name as my channel, 12 Pretty Things. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.